Welcome to today's deep dive into the fascinating history of the 1978 1-cent coin, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but could be worth more than its face value if you know what to look for. Scene transitions to an animated timeline of coin history. Before we talk about value, let's explore the story behind this little piece of American history. The 1978 penny is a part of the Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin has become one of the most iconic pieces of U.S. currency. By 1978, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies every year to keep up with demand. These coins were made primarily from copper, with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This makes the 1978 penny one of the last to feature such a high copper content before the shift to a primarily zinc composition in 1982. Cut to visuals of minting presses and close-ups of the penny's design. The obverse, or heads side, features the enduring image of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse, or tails side, displays the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. A fun detail. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny depiction of Lincoln sitting in the memorial, transition to a side-by-side graphic of a penny and a dollar sign. At face value, the 1978 penny is, of course, worth just 1 cent. But because of its copper composition, these pennies have an intrinsic metal value that often exceeds their face value. As of today, the melt value of a single 1978 penny, based on the current price of copper, is around 2 to 3 cents. While it's illegal to melt pennies for profit in the US, this detail shows how the coin's materials hold real worth. Cut to dramatic zoom-ins on pennies with magnifying glasses. Now here's where things get exciting. Not all 1978 pennies are created equal. Some rare varieties and error coins have fetched big money at auctions. Let's break them down. Double die obverse visual of a penny with noticeable doubling on the date and lettering. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, creating a doubling effect on the date, the word liberty, or the phrase, "In God we trust." Depending on the clarity of the doubling, these coins can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $1,000. Off-center strikes. Footage of an off-center penny being examined. Off-center strikes happen when the coin blank isn't aligned properly in the press. If a significant portion of the design is missing, these coins can sell for $20 to $100 or more, depending on the percentage of the strike error. Mint mark varieties. Comparison of pennies with different mint marks, D, S, and no mark. The 1978 penny was minted at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While the majority of these coins hold standard value, proof coins from San Francisco, struck with extra care, can be worth up to $5 to $10 in pristine condition. Red versus brown pennies. Side-by-side visuals of shiny red and dull brown pennies. Collectors also value pennies based on their color. A red penny, which retains its original luster, is worth significantly more than a brown penny that has tarnished over time. For example, a 1978 red penny in mint state can fetch $10 to $50, depending on its grade. Cut to a collector examining coins with tools. Wondering if you have a valuable 1978 penny? Here's how to find out. Examine the condition, use a magnifying glass to inspect for scratches, wear, and mint luster. The better the condition, the higher the grade. Look for errors. Check for doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Use professional grading. Coins graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC often fetch higher prices. A mint state grade of 65 or higher is ideal for maximizing value. Market value and auction highlights. Showcase recent auction results with graphics of high bids. Now, let's talk numbers. While most 1978 pennies are worth only a few cents, rare varieties and high-grade coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For instance, a 1978 D penny in MS67 red recently sold at auction for over $2,000. Proof coins in perfect condition can also bring in impressive prices. Tips for collectors and enthusiasts. Scene transitions to a cozy collector's workspace. Before you rush to check your spare change, here are some final tips. Save all pre-1982 pennies. Their high copper content makes them inherently valuable. Invest in tools, a good magnifying glass, coin flips for storage, and a grading guide can go a long way. Stay informed. Keep up with auction trends and market demand for rare varieties. Background music fades in with a montage of coins and collections. Who knew a humble 1978 penny could hold such hidden value? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, these coins remind us that treasures can often be found in the most unexpected places. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories and tips. Until next time, happy collecting. Next today, close-up shots of a 1972 penny spinning on a table. Dramatic lighting highlights the coin's details. Could a simple penny from 1972 in your collection be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? In this video, we'll uncover the fascinating history behind the 1972 1-cent coin, explore its value today, and reveal how to spot the rare varieties that are worth big money. Let's dive in. Visuals: archival footage of the U.S. Mint, a timeline animation of the penny's evolution. The 1972 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner. Introduced in 1909, this design commemorated Lincoln's 100th birthday and has remained in circulation ever since. By 1972, the coin was primarily made of copper, with its composition being 95% copper and 5% zinc. These pennies weighed 3.11 grams, which is heavier than the modern zinc-based pennies introduced in 1982. Over 5.5 billion 1972 pennies were minted across Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. So, what makes some of these coins worth more than their 1-cent face value? Visuals: close-up images of a 1972 double-die penny, highlighting its unique features. The answer lies in the rare double-die variety minted in Philadelphia. A double die occurs when the coin's die, a metal stamp used to strike the coin, imprints a slightly doubled image during the minting process. For the 1972 penny, this doubling is most prominent on the obverse side. Look closely at the words "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1972. If you see clear doubling or shadow-like effects, congratulations. You might have stumbled upon a valuable treasure. Visuals: shots of coin grading scales, auction websites, and collectors showcasing their finds. Now, let's talk money. While a standard 1972 penny in circulated condition is worth only its face value of 1 cent, the double-die variety can fetch a significant amount. Circulated double-die pennies typically sell for $100 to $300. Uncirculated examples in mint condition can bring in $1,000 or more, depending on their grade. In some cases, higher-graded specimens certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC have sold for over $3,000 at auctions. But not all 1972 pennies with slight imperfections are valuable. Genuine double-die coins exhibit clear doubling under magnification. Subtle die deterioration or machine doubling won't increase the coin's value. Visuals: comparisons of regular pennies with error coins like off-center strikes or die cracks. Aside from the famous double-die variety, other error coins from 1972 can also be valuable. Examples include off-center strikes where the design is misaligned, often sell for $50 to $200. Die cracks and cuds, which occur when the die is damaged, can add value depending on their size and location. Proof pennies minted in San Francisco are also worth more, especially in perfect condition. Visuals: step-by-step guide on examining a penny with a magnifying glass, highlighting doubled letters. Ready to check your pocket change? Here's how to identify a valuable 1972 penny. Check for the mint mark. No mint mark? It was struck in Philadelphia and may be a doubled, as these don't have the doubling error. Inspect the coin under magnification. Focus on "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1972. Doubling should be clear and crisp. Grade the coin's condition. The better the condition, the higher its value. Coins with fewer scratches or where marks are worth more to collectors. Get it certified. For high-value coins, send them to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Certification can increase your coin's value at auction. Visuals, a collector's showcase and auction highlights. So, why do collectors pay so much for these pennies? Scarcity and demand. Even though billions of pennies were minted in 1972, only a tiny fraction feature the double die error. Combined with the allure of owning a rare historical artifact, collectors are willing to pay a premium for these unique coins. Visuals, animated trivia pop-ups about pennies. Before we wrap up, here are a few fun facts about the Lincoln penny. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. The reverse side featured the Lincoln Memorial from 1959 to 2008. If you have older wheat pennies, they could also be worth a fortune, some dating back to 1909 sell for thousands of dollars. Visuals, a collector placing a rare 1972 penny in a display case, with upbeat music in the background. Who knew a humble penny could be worth so much? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, checking your change for rare coins like the 1972 double die penny can be exciting and potentially lucrative. So grab a magnifying glass, start your search, and who knows, you might just strike gold with copper. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories, and share your discoveries in the comments below. Happy collecting!